best interest of children, and Moe knows it too. He knows that his educational policy violates the rights of children and young people. He knows that he's wrong in pushing this legislation before the courts have even made a decision on its constitutionality.
I don't want to have they have a permit for this size. I'm asking him a question.
Being at school, like I said in my speech, I had the opportunity to experiment with who I was. I had support in my teachers, and that was the safe space. And so going to them first was essential. There's no one else who understands you like your teacher. They see you the most of the time other than your parents. And you know, if my parents hadn't have been supportive, I would have had my school to fall back on before this legislation. So to imagine my, trans brothers and sisters going through that without that cushion it's a nightmare, to be honest.
People are ready to take action. They know that Scott Moe cannot get away with using the notwithstanding clause once, because if he does, he'll do it a second time and a third time, and he will strip away the rights of folks in this province one by one.
I'm extremely disappointed that we've gotten to the point in society where we actually have to do this, where we as parents have to stand up and do a rally and fight so hard for our children. These are our children, just like those guys are somebody's children. We are here for love. We are here for support. Again, as a parent, I can't help my child through something if I don't know.
Harm, okay, we know that you guys feel very passionately, but as parents, we feel just as passionate.
What the hell? We do in this case, as we see, as I mentioned earlier, a number of school divisions. Well, that was in response to your question. With respect to a number of school divisions, there's a varying array of policies that were propping up in school divisions that the minister had been informed of. With respect to a number of school divisions that have policies in place that very much mirror the policy that will be on the floor of the Legislative Assembly in very short order, and other policies that were indicating a different level of involvement of the parents. So ultimately, at the end of the day, through parents reaching out to their MLAs in the government caucus, the vast majority support the direction of this government. We have been clear from the very beginning that we would introduce the policy if there was ever a point in time where that policy was not effective, that we would use the tools available, and that's exactly what we're doing here today.
You have to question why this was the issue that the government took this action to address ahead of every other issue that is going on in Saskatchewan. Again, one of my questions today was addressing the fact that we have actually lost life expectancy in this province. That is an emergency. The state of our healthcare system is an emergency. The inability of people in this province more than any other to pay their bills is very, very concerning. But this is what the government chose to call us back early for.